Hey guys, so I just played the riffs with 3 of my go-to riff tones. I'm using neural DSPs and I'm using my Fractal audio. Now I want you guys to pause the video here and write in the comments below, from the 3 tones that I used, can you guys guess which one is what? Pause the video and write it in the comments below. So hey, did you guys get it right? If you didn't, it doesn't matter because I'm going to show you guys anyway. Number 1, the first tone that you guys heard was my Fractal audio. This is one of my favorite go-to pedal board or effects or processor, whatever you guys call it. So as you guys can see in the screen right here, I'm going to wear my glasses. Ooh, because I'm blind without them. Blind. Sorry, I don't know if that was cringy.
That was a nice one, okay.
So number 2 was coming from my Neural DSP Gojira, and number 3 was coming from my Neural DSP Nolly. So my tone making philosophy is very simple. First, I will start with an amp. Next, I will choose a cabinet. Then I will do some EQ on the amp, and then the other effects such as reverb and delay. That's pretty much it. It's a very simple setup. So in my case, I'm using a Fractal audio here, as you can see. If you look at my amp, it can be any amp you like. You don't have to go by the names. Just choose any amp that sounds good to your ears. Anything you like, right? In my case, I happen to end up on Friedman HBE V2, as you can see. I just like the sound of it, and after I choose my amp, I will go and choose my cabinet. In my case, I'm using these 2 cabinets, and as you can see, both of them are 412 cabinets. I just choose 412 because they sound heavier and bigger. You can choose any cabinet you like. You can just tweak around. I encourage you to tweak around and choose the things that you like. Everyone's different, right? After I'm done with this, the next thing I do is I will go back to my amp and I will EQ these knobs here. I will play around with these knobs here, and typically I like to put my mid a little higher than everything else. As you can see, the bass is a little high, the mid is at 7. So every single time I'm changing my surrounding, my location, I will tweak around again from where I left off, right? So yeah, it depends where you are, depends what speakers you're using, depends where your sound's coming out from. You need to tweak around again, and I do this every single day. Yeah. After this, my amp EQ, after my amp EQ, I will go to my GEQ. This is a 8-band EQ. This is somewhere that allows me to further polish my sound. If I'm mostly playing riffs, I'd probably take the mid down a little bit to make it heavier. For my solo tones, all I do is I just turn on the delay and the reverb. That's all, really. So if we dig down into my delay tone, you will see that it's a very simple delay tone with a stereo tape. The effect type, it's a stereo tape. You can tweak around again, you can play around with the sound that you like. This is the one I prefer. This is my setup for my delay. We can hear the sound. We can look at the reverb. This is what my reverb looks like. So the quality is high, you can change it again, and you can change the effect type. Mine is on deep space. This is what my solo tone sounds like. The tone that I use to record most of my stuff that you hear on my Instagram and sometimes on YouTube too. I can try Purnata now, like I can show you how I play Purnata solo. All I will do is I will just lower the gain from my volume knob a little bit. So as you guys can see, this is the amp I use. Let's start from the first option. We have effects here. I'm not using the wah or the octave. You can use it if you like. I'm not using any effects. So I basically chose one of their factory tones, which was called JD Rhythm or something. Then I changed it a little bit to the sound that I like. So as you can see, the amp setup looks like this. You can check the low, the mid is all the way up. I just like it that way. And then I've got my EQ, which I didn't touch that much except for the low. So that depends on your location, your speakers, wherever you are. You can tweak around according to that. And then here I'm using two microphones, as you can see, Ribbon 121 and Dynamic 57. I kind of like the sound of this so far. I might change it later. You can hear the sound. So there you go. You can see my nollies. Let's start with the effects. I've got one overdrive here, and as usual, I'm using one of their factory tones and then changing it to my own. As you can see, then you can look at my amp setup here. The mid is a bit at 2 o'clock, right? Hey guys, so that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please don't forget to subscribe. I've also left all my tones downloadable patches in a link in my description below, so that you guys can get all my tones just downloaded directly. And if you have a Fractal audio, you can use it there. If you have Neural DSP, you can use it there too. So I hope you guys find that useful, and give a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Happy practicing.